What's up you guys, it's Deep over here and today I'm going to show you how to convert this raster image into a vector one in Photoshop. So this vector image can be used to print it on t-shirt or any object of your choice without ever being worried about getting it pixelated. So if you want to learn how to create such cool things using Photoshop, then smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So this is the model image whose face I will be converting into a vector one. The download link for this image is in the description below. So the first step over here we need to do is separate out the face from the rest of the image. So for that, select pen tool. You can make the selection of the face using quick selection tool as well. It's totally your choice. Now let me just zoom into the image. And then using pen tool, make a path surrounding the face as follows. So now once the path is ready, after that right click inside of the path and then select option make selection. After that set the feather radius as 0 and then click on OK. So now once the selection is ready, after that press Ctrl plus J to create a duplicate of the image which is inside of the selection into a new layer. After that, let's hide this background layer by clicking on the eye icon. And now let's crop our image, so let me just zoom out. After that, select crop tool and then crop the image as follows. After that, click on this tick icon to crop the image. Now after that, let me just zoom into the image. Now after that, we need to convert this face layer into a smart object. So for that, right click on the layer and then select option convert to smart object. Now after that, let's sharpen the overall image so that we don't face any issue while creating a threshold of this image. So for that, go to filter and then sharpen and then select option smart sharpen. After that, set the amount to 150%. Keep the radius as 2 pixels and then set the remove as Gaussian blur. To show you the effect of this filter, clicking on this preview checkbox. After that, again clicking it. So as you can see, it sharpens the overall image. After that, clicking on OK. Now after that, let's give this image the threshold effect. So for that, click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select option threshold. After that, click on create clipping mask icon and then set the threshold level according to the details of the image you want to be displayed over here. So as you can see, the threshold level of 100 looks fine over here, but as you can see, the right ear over here is not visible. So for that, let's create another threshold layer. So for that, make the face layer active by clicking on it and then again go to create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select option threshold. After that, click on create clipping mask icon and then set the threshold level such that the right ear over here is now visible. So as you can see, the details of the right ear are now visible, but as you can see, the overall image is looking black. So for that, make the mask of that threshold layer active by clicking on it. After that, press Ctrl plus I to invert the mask. After that, select brush tool and set the brush as soft round. After that, set the foreground color as white. After that, using the brush tool, hover over the right ear. You can increase and decrease the size of the brush using the square bracket keys of your keyboard. So now we have all the details of the face over here now covered, but as you can see, it is looking a bit rough. So let's smoothen it out. So for that, make the face image layer active by clicking on it. After that, go to filter and then select option oil paint. After that, set the stylization as 4, cleanliness as 2, scale as 0.1, bristle detail as 0, angular direction as 0 and shine as 0. After that, click on OK. So now as you can see, our image is now looking smooth, but we have somewhat lost details over here. So for that, again go to filter and then sharpen and then select option smart sharpen. After that, set the amount as 80%. Keep the radius to 2 pixels and remove as Gaussian blur. After that, click on OK. As you can see, we have now brought back some of the details. Now let's merge the 3 layers, that is 2 threshold layers and the face layer, into a single group. So for that, press shift and click on this threshold 1 layer, which will give you the selection of 2 layers and give you the selection of all the layers in between. After that, press Ctrl plus G to merge all the 3 layers into a single group. After that, let's create a duplicate of this group by pressing Ctrl plus J and then hide the original group by clicking on the eye icon. After that, right click over there and then select option merge group. So now after that, let's remove some of the unwanted black spots from the image over here. So for that, click on add layer mask icon and then select brush tool and then set the brush as soft round and then set the foreground color as black. After that, using brush tool, hover over the areas which you want to remove. Wondering why this is creating a transparent one? It's because we don't have any background over here for now. So for that, make the group layer active by clicking on it. After that, click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select option solid color. After that, set the color as white and then click on OK. After that, again make the mask of the face layer active by clicking on it and then using brush tool again start removing the spots. So now as you can see, now this is looking proper, but there is still one problem with this image, that if we want to scale this image, it will start pixelating. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So for that, I'm pressing Ctrl plus T and then scaling this image. So now as you can see, when we scale this image, the edges of this image are not looking smooth and it has started to pixelate. Now let me just get back to normal. So now in order to solve that pixelating issue, we need to convert this image into a vector one. So for that, make the image layer active by clicking on it. After that, go to select and then select option color range. After that, set the select as sampled colors and then using dropper, select a black color from the image and then increase its fuzziness to 200 and then click on OK. So it will give you selection of all the things which are black in the image. Now once the selection has been done, after that select quick selection tool and then right click inside of the selection and then select option make work path. After that, set the tolerance as 2 pixels and then click on OK. So this will convert your selection into a path. Now after that, hide the face image layer by clicking on the eye icon. After that, click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select option solid color. After that, set the color to black to fill the path with that of black color. After that, click on OK. Now in order to hide this path, go to view and then show and then untick this target path option. So now as you can see, we have now converted this image into a vector one. Now let me just show you by scaling this image. So for that, press Ctrl plus T and then scaling this image. After that, clicking on the stick icon to place it. Now let me just zoom into the image. So now as you can see, the edges of the image is looking so smooth even after scaling it so much. Now let me just go back to normal. Now in order to convert this part into a custom shape so that you can use it anywhere in any document, all you need to do is go on this Paths tab over here and then make the work path layer active by clicking on it. So as you can see, your previous path has been displayed now. After that, select pen tool and then right click inside of the path and then select option define custom shape. After, give any name of your choice and then click on OK. Now if you want to use the shape which you have just defined, then all you need to do is select custom shape tool and then click on the drop down over here and then select the shape which you have just defined. After that, you can drag and use it anywhere in any document as follows. But I don't want it over here, so let me just go back. So that's it guys, this will convert your raster image into a vector one. Now if you guys like this video, then hit the like button. Also share it to the ones who might be interested in such videos and subscribe to the channel for more videos in Photoshop. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.